So over the last year, there have been many things that have came out. Not as much as 2019, but many things that are considered overrated. I can't name the most overrated movies or underrated games of the year, so let's be going over the past year and see which trends are overrated. Of course, not all of these trends are bad. I like to. It's funny how I make overrated seem like it's really bad. Look at the most overrated movies list I made, or the most overrated games. Of last no or no let's look at my most overrated movies list and most overrated movies of last year list. You can obviously tell that most of the things I put on those lists are things I don't like. For example, in The Incredibles, Booksmart, or the most overrated killer class for Smash Bros, or the most overrated games. I don't like FNAF, so of course I think it's overrated because it's popular. It's an unpopular, now an unpopular opinion because a lot of people hate FNAF. But tell you what the most overrated things over the past year. And I'm gonna keep current events out of this. These are trends that people liked over the past year, or continuing trends over the past year. Number 5, Baby Yoda. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get all the Star Wars fans angry at me over this. Baby Yoda, or the child, was a character introduced in The Mandalorian, but I think and the rest is history. It was the big surprise, basically, in The Mandalorian that made the show even more popular than it was. The Mandalorian was kind of the show that made Disney Plus popular. Baby Yoda is overrated for making Disney Plus popular to begin with, but is he really the cutest thing in the world? You have to compete with basically almost the Kirby. You have a lot Yoshi. You're telling me that Baby Yoda is the cutest thing in the world, but Yoshi and Kirby exist? I'm just sure that, again, cuteness is a matter of perspective. I like more cutesy things than more, Baby Yoda doesn't look like Yoshi or Kirby. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but you never know. Baby Yoda is and also all the memes as well. Oh yes, all the memes. There were so many memes about Baby Yoda over the past year. But Baby Yoda isn't bad. It did revive the Star Wars franchise, a franchise that was killed by the Rise of Skywalker in The Last Jedi. And Star Wars story. 3 extremely egregious marks in the Star Wars franchise that I think that they would have wanted to have. So, yeah, even though Baby Yoda is from last year, it basically came around the tail end of 2019 and mostly continued into 2020. And considering that Mandalorian Season 2 is out very recently, it makes sense. The next thing that is a continuation of last year, TikTok. We all know TikTok. TikTok is the infamous site that released a few years ago. But TikTok finally got its stable release in March of 2020. And what is TikTok? TikTok is a Chinese. Actually, it's now. They sold it to some random company in America. Oh. But yep, TikTok is basically in a rocky area. You don't know the attempted bans on TikTok. USA legally defend TikTok despite executive order ruling. Yep. They're trying to ban TikTok again. TikTok once again blocked by a judge thanks to free influencers. TikTok is basically the new version. It's basically just like every other social media site. And it's basically originated a lot of horrible challenges. And a lot of terrible memes. And yes, I am not selling my soul to TikTok ever. Never will I sell my soul to a site that just tries to imitate Vine. Which Vine was much better than TikTok as well. And also the fact that it's already blocked in multiple countries is proof that TikTok. And then this year, because of the virus, TikTok had explosive growth. And yeah, whenever I see memes and stuff, there's always at least bound to be half of them TikTok memes. And yes, TikTok is even overtaking YouTube, according to some people. So, but it can't really overtake YouTube if it's banned in India. So, I guess TikTok will never overtake YouTube because it doesn't have India, but it does have China, though. So, I guess that's a win and a lose because YouTube doesn't have China and India doesn't have TikTok. So I guess that's a win-win situation, win-lose situation for both. Number 3, most of the weird things over the past year. Animal Crossing New Horizons. New Horizons is going to be the best-selling game on the Switch, and I think no one's going to dispute that. But is it really the greatest Switch game of all time? No! It is not the greatest Switch game of all time. Why is Animal Crossing not the greatest Switch game of all time? Well, guess what? The game is very restrictive on saves. So, you can make multiple accounts on your Switch, but for some reason, Animal Crossing said, unlike every other game, Animal Crossing said, nope, you can't do that. You have to buy an entirely new console, where it's a Switch is $300 if you get it bundled with New Horizons. So you will have to buy a console for $300 with a new game if you don't have it, which means you have to pay $360 just to have 2 games of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I guess they always did this, but it felt the most egregious on the Switch because it can have multiple accounts of the same console. The Wii U, even though the 3DS could do that, but they really only had it for Miiverse. And also New Who came out before Miiverse even existed. So yeah, is it really the best Switch game of all time? Animal Crossing fans will say yes, but I will say no, it isn't. But at least it helped people get through the lockdowns, just like TikTok. Number 2. Number 2 is another video game, and that is Among Us. Among Us released 2 years ago, actually. That's a long time ago. Among Us is a game on Steam and iPhone. And yes, the game, of course, isn't bad. I've explained at the beginning of the video that the game isn't bad. I'll tell you all the good things about Among Us. Among Us is very fun. It makes you smarter because you have to think of new strategies and stuff. You always have to, basically, especially play on the imposter, you have to use your brain, which of course noobs wouldn't know how to do it. So you have to plan your every move. And basically as a crewmate, you have to avoid everybody. What makes it overrated? Well, all of the memes, all of everything about Among Us. There's a lot of memes about Among Us, which makes it very overrated. Again, memes shouldn't make something overrated, but the fact that you literally have meme compilations that are now dedicated to this game is still one of the most played games, even 2 months later, which is something that Fall Guys failed to achieve. Whereas yes, if this game never overtook Fall Guys in popularity, we would be talking about Fall Guys here. But Fall Guys will get an honorable mention because it kind of just died within a month. Literally a month. Not joking here, literally a month. But Among Us just came out of nowhere. There's like Five Nights at Freddy's, there's like Bendy and the Ink Machine, and all of these other indie horror games. But Among Us is not really a horror game. And technically it is considered a horror game partially because the imposter is horror. Is an alien. He is an imposter. But yeah, the game is not as overrated as Undertale was. But the fan base has gotten pretty bad. There's even Rule 34 Among Us. And yes, even of Among Us. Number 1. And number 1. Gacha Life. So you already know that the whole entire concept, I don't hate anime. Of course I don't. But this game exists. Gacha Life is even worse than TikTok. How is Gacha Life? Yes, Gacha Life is the only bad thing on this list besides TikTok. Well, Gacha Life is a thing on the iPhone where you can make your own characters. Oh, that doesn't seem that bad. Well, guess what? It's probably one of the worst trends over the past decade. The whole human cat character, or I was known as cat and wolf girls. Yes. This game made that trend even worse. Made it even outside of the, weeaboo community, which already is pretty annoying. No one likes the weeaboo community, of course. But Gacha Life is basically a bunch of cringe. There's a lot of cringe memes because most people who play Gacha Life are kids. And that is not why here. The game is even rated E for everybody. And a lot of the memes of Gacha Life are even worse than TikTok. The memes of this game are horrible. Horrible. Even worse. Okay, some memes of TikTok are even worse, like hit or miss. And some others. But come on, guys. Is this really such an amazing game? 4.5 out of 5? Really? Again, not everything with Gacha Life is horrible, horrendous. But most of it is just cringy memes that no one wants to watch. Okay, a lot of memes are also now just like TikTok Gacha Life, and it's just annoying. Okay, I'm sick of seeing stuff related to Gacha Life. Okay, I don't like watching. I don't care for Gacha Life, but people, we have to talk about Gacha Life because it's a new big anime game. And Gacha Life app review 1 out of 10. Well, I'll give it 1 out of 10 because it's horrible, horrible memes. Okay, horrible memes. AIDS F's. F. Friends some games promotes ads more than a relationship. Well, I guess it gets what it deserves. It gets what it deserves. Gacha Life gets what it deserves. As well. It gets what it deserves. Hopefully the Gacha Life trend dies down and it just disappears from this planet forever. And we won't ever have to deal with Gacha Life ever again. Because of how annoying it is to see Gacha Life. So, that is the most overrated things over the past year. Most of these trends have been continuations of trends. Some of these trends have been things that have been continuing from last year. But really. And yep, I'm not gonna make a whole rant on the whole cat goes trend. But if you really want me to see a trend on the whole cat human wolf hybrid person trend, I can give you a rant on that stuff. Cat people, wolf people, they're all the same. They're all furries in disguise, really. And that's basically about this video. So those are 5 overrated things from this year. And that's basically it. Goodbye.